this is the Simpit. Welcome you guys to another episode, part number 5 of the build-up here of the Porsche 911 RSR. And once again, question whether the audio is alright to you guys here. I do hope it is. As far as I'm concerned, I do see much more noise gating compared to yesterday. So let's see. I think that is alright. Am I good on the sound? I hope I am. So we are back with the 911. I really want to finish this, so I keep moving on quickly, keep moving forward. We are at step 304. We got a rear end bumper here, and we keep moving on through the required build-up parts. So next up, we stopped him with connecting tubes, and you guys are heavily invited to have a chat. I know it is not the most entertaining thing in the world to watch someone build some Lego, but I appreciate you guys still being here. And just as yesterday, we're about to have some chat, have some fun all together. Hey there, Sam. Hey there, Sven. The sound really with a lot of background noise. Yes, I'm afraid I can't do much about that, since I think that is, you know, part of the microphones issue. I would say microphones issue. I do know it is not the most expensive and therefore also not the most quality one, so may be reinvesting into something more with more quality. That was like a €7 thing, so I mean, of course it cannot be high quality for that small amount of a price, but you know, there's nothing wrong with that. So anyway, coming up 307, we're gonna put another stickers. Hope you guys had a good Tuesday so far. Hope it will become even better tonight. Pacing through the build-up process. Since we did most of the things already yesterday, it is quite, you know, quite some rehearsal on what we did yesterday already. Quite surprised. As we're now, you know, doing the very same things again. Anyway, doesn't make things easier in that perspective. I mean, finding the parts sometimes has still been a major struggle here, interestingly enough. So this connecting tube thing, I remember myself looking for ages for that connecting tube, the connecting stig. I was looking for it for ages, and I hope to be somewhat quicker today. I could only remember where I've seen it. Was it here? No, it wasn't there, was it? There it is. So we're putting up the second pair of glasses here. Second pair of headlights, not glasses. It's looking different. put one of those white ones. So my plan is actually to finish off the Porsche within the next 2 hours. That would be optimal, because in 2 hours I need to go for handball practices, which is a limiting factor right now, but I want to speed up in the process of build up and want to get it finished. You know, want to stop you guys' pain watching this. I know you guys are more interested in watching racing and stuff, so I want to bring back the core content to be seen on the channel. Nonetheless though, I very much appreciate if you guys like, share and subscribe, despite of course this is not the main target, but you know, I was talking about this all the time. It has still something to do with sim racing, as it is a sim racing prize from Porsche in the Hotlap competition. So you know, it is somewhat linked to it, you can say. So yeah, that is pretty much my thinking behind all that. That it's still got something to do with sim racing in that regard. So I hope you guys can understand. Rauschen wird immer schlimmer. No idea why that could be the case. Is that better now? I hope it is. If not, we're gonna swap to the headphone. Despite I don't want it. Is it worse than yesterday? Let me point that way. Is it worse than yesterday? Because obviously, speaking about streaming quality, that is also a major impact. Sound is one of the most underestimated, or audio, let me call it audio. It's one of the most underestimated factors about having a successful stream. It's very disturbing. You know what? Okay. Bear with me 1 second. So, I do think that is way better. At least, that's what I hope it is. Sup, Soap Man, good evening, how you doing, buddy? So back to the roots, I guess. I'll need a different kind of microphone if I really want to do proper reviews and all that. Need to have something better than this then. Lessons learned, it was a good call or a good try though, so never mind in that regard. Right, so we're putting on that here at the top. Hehe. Need to put that right hand side though. Yep. Now it's correct. Have been invited to watch Champions League tonight, but since we got handball on, no real chance. Alright, we're building another pair of lights. So, where are those? They look like mechanic gears or mechanic tools. But where are they? Here is. Oh, there they are. Only 4 parts of these. If they got, you know, if you got lost on them, hashtag dead. No lights. Alright, and then we're looking for the second pair of not glasses, headlights. Well, it actually is glass, but big question is to where I've put it. There it is. Hey there, Danielle. How you doing, man? There we go. Now we put this on the car. Just from the other side. Looks good. Alright, 319. Going on 320 is putting the other bumper part up. So, where are you? Am I missing? I need to see better from the top here. Come on, this is a big part that I'm looking for right now. I should have that within seconds. But seemingly I don't. Ah, what the heck? It's not on the car yet. But at the same time, I'm missing it. Is that for real now? Das kann doch jetzt nicht wahr sein. Bear with me, guys. Ah. One of the backs obviously got flown away. And there it is. Oh dear. Shock of my life for a second. Alright. Those are the difficulties sometimes dealing with, you know, not having the most cleaned up spot. Danielle, am I doing the 24-hour rerun? I'm not sure yet, because I'm definitely on one of those teams that said they don't rerun. Hence, that means in the first place I'm not in it. Obviously, there may be other opportunities, but the question is, can we qualifying or not? Hey there, Nico Black. Yeah, you joined the most suspenseful moment. Apparently, Sven, I think he tried doing so. But I'd rather have the... I don't know, how about trying it in easy language there, Mr. Daniela? Would that be something? Oh boy, that is still pretty loose everything. Alright, let's build up the door. Altamont, don't say that. You're talking to a guy that got nothing better than a D grade in German. Right now. Or right, not right now, but back then. When I still was being a school kid. So don't say German is an easy language. You're a liar. I think if you're not German, and even as a German, tenses can be fucked up. So I believe at no point this language is easy. But obviously that's just me. You may learn something before next Saturday because of the P1 GD 24 hours there. Ah, you don't need to learn for that. Nope. Number 37 sticker. Looks good. Yeah, Daniel, I do really think that is enough. Alright, that is set, that is in. I now need this one and the 5 will connect the 5-hole stig. Hey Joey. Yep, I'm doing well. I'm trying to reduce exactly saying that word to a certain extent. I won't be able to demolish or dismiss it out of my wording treasure, so to say. But I'm trying to use it less frequent. Alright, as we keep pacing through the build-up, step 327. Then obviously we're gonna count the hours of build-up, and I'm gonna do a post about it. I should put some music into the background again. Whenever I say copyright music and I start let's playing it, then YouTube still claims it being copyrighted, so I don't get it. But yeah, let's see about music in a second. Bear with me, please. One of that here, the other one there. Of course, that was wrong. What the heck does ASMR stand for? I guess I'm missing out a trend here. Someone said that yesterday already. No. If you start singing, if I start singing, I'm gonna have 0 subscribers tomorrow. Bear with me. That good? I hope it is. The only thing I need to get you guys done is having my music style. No, I surely won't get 10,000 more subs because of singing. ASMR is like whispering, trying to get us to sleep or something. Autonomous sensory meridian response. Yeah, I'm a big fan of EDM, electronic and dance music, Danielle. What kind of music will you most likely listen to? But yes, I'm very much a fan of what we hear right there. Oh dear. Now I'm looking for those small parts again. Somewhere I can find them. You know, I still like it as it can be still be, you know, have it in the background without like going full nuts. This hardcore bass and hardcore EDM, I'm not the biggest fan of that either. But I do believe, you know, some electronic beats in the background are alright. Something you would maybe hear in a good bar or something. I think that's pretty much alright, isn't it? Yeah, progressive house I do like as well. Yeah, I once had a friend that was saying, yeah, listening to electronic music is not like listening to music because, you know, electronic music can be done so easy. As it is, you know, it has nothing to do with having skill as a musician, which I fairly disagree with. Despite obviously people may say it is easy to do it. You still need to be good at it. It's not like every random person becomes a DJ. Because it's so easy, you know. That was bad. Either way, we're gonna put the mirror on. And I think the door handle. Yep, Sven, I do have that. Oh, subsode. Well, you know, I can't be just sitting here and give away the little skills, you know. So, don't get me wrong, but Sven Altaman, as known as Sven, supports me halfway with graphics and has been a Patreon member. So as a Patreon member you receive specific perks, such as, like, you know, getting help in that area of strategy files, setup work and all that kind of stuff behind the scenes. I just, you know, it would be unfair over others to just give them out. And beyond that, obviously, I want to keep that knowledge somewhat exclusive. And I think you can understand so. So, I hope you understand I just can't give them out. But if you check out the Patreon program, and become a follow-up, things may be different, you know. I hope for your understanding though. Yeah, Lapi is right. I mean, it's just Google spreadsheets. I do have them as a Google spreadsheet as well, so they are easy to share, but obviously shall not be shared as they contain some knowledge and some idea behind them. And once again, I hope you guys understand. Oh, damn. Step 335. We're slowly getting there. Hey there, Max. How you doing, buddy? That nearly gone wrong. Having the wrong part. For crying out loud. Come here, where are you? You challenged me to pronounce your name correctly. I've seen you a lot on my on my Instagram account, liking pictures. First of all, thank you very much for that. Beyond that, challenge to correctly pronounce your name. Is it Nick? Or is it Nick? I think it's Nick. And correct me if I'm wrong, because I want to get that right, obviously. Oh really? So I won the challenge pronouncing your name right. Congrats to me then. Although I know it can get confusing, the first time people ever spoke about me in sim racing, they were like saying Michi Hoyer and like, hey wait, I'm called Michi, not Michi. 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 And at some point, you know what? I felt being comfortable with it, I felt being alright with it, because at the end of the day, I then found out that, you know, there is no Michi in the English speak, there is no CH in the English speaking world, it'd always be like a ch. So you know what, I'm fairly alright with it, and today whenever there is a speech about some guy that's called Michi, I'm a 90% sure I'm the guy in question, which, you know, gives you a unique being unique to a certain extent, so I'm alright with it. Oh wait, I just got word that my dinner is ready. We'll be back when I'm done. Nikwe. Alright, see you there. Yeah, then yeah, leaving us with a question now. Everyone has time to think about it, right? It's the same thing like if, let's say, your girlfriend is talking to you all day on WhatsApp and then saying in the end, as soon as I come home we need to talk about something, and then you don't hear anything from her for over an hour. Happily this didn't happen to me lately, but it happened to me at some point. And you sitting there starting to scrape your head out, like what could she just be on about? I won't call you Leap, which is lovely. Really? Do you think it's spelled Leap, Mr. Alteman? I don't think it is. I would call you Labour, I guess. Whether that is right or wrong though. And don't put a hammer down on me. Alright, very special parts now coming up, as we're about to build that front end bumper. Now this is the part where you can easily do stuff wrong again, I know it. And I'm designed to do it wrong, I'm so sure about it. Yeah, I hear you, Sven. I agree. Being a native German speaker most likely helps in that regard. Spelling your name right in English pronunciation, but it's not that easy. It's the same thing I thought back then when the guys were going on about that Michi guy. But at some point, you know, you'll be like, just, you know what, not fuck it, but it's just like, be like, yeah, so be it. Just leave it to the people, because they try the best they can do, and don't be harsh on them. Alright, black 5 stick connecting. One of those thin ones. Now the backs are starting to empty, which is good, which is great. Means we're coming towards the bigger steps. Slowly starting to put car all together. There is missing something. Yeah, I'm gonna put the car on the desk fairly soon, as we're now starting to put things together on the car, so that you guys are seeing what I'm doing. So I need to clean up space a fairly little. There we go. So you now see we got that front bumper ready here. Step 341 to come up. And I now get rid of some of the plastic bags that are just like, you know, containing the bigger parts, making it difficult to find others. And just throw them off the desk, have them out of my eyes. Yes, Max, I do appreciate karting. I just don't do it too often, because it's a question of money, you know. Yes, apparently I got somewhere lately. Obviously last night we did kind of progress. Number 21. This stop-step version is very close to the point where I say nope, please no further. Ding 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 ding. So that is pretty much borderline already. So we're gonna put that on the car then. Where though? Here. So guessing to do the same thing on the other side. Yep. So if you guys want to get some discussion going, let's go. Yesterday we actually talked about F1 politics and F1, the interesting things that went on around Ferrari, engine, Red Bull, how I also consider the decisions of Force India to straight head towards the stewards in the question of Renault's automatic brake bias adjustments. Had a lot of interesting opinions going on, I guess. So could be definitely be worth a watch. What we were talking about yesterday. Alright, so that's on front bumpers. 350, 351, we're now coming towards the leading edge of the bumper. So the connection towards the bonnet. Yeah, I agree with that, Sven. I agree so much. Nephews TV, thank you so much for your follow-up, buddy. I appreciate that, man. Big massive thanks. Well, at least I got some of those parts for grabs now. So I'm looking for this one. Where is the exit? Come here. Come here. No, I'm not too sure anymore whether entering those bags was the best idea. So one is on, I need another one of these. Here it is. You remember that from the GDR24 stream? That might just be accidental, because this is an entire different playlist. In GDR24 I had a 24-hour live stream going on, or a 10-hour live stream that was playing that music. Right there we have a 2-hour video, because I'm gonna be off the air in 1.5 hours actually already. So building since an hour again, my goodness me. And I thought perhaps I could move up the speed and get quicker to maybe even finish it within the remaining 2 hours, but I don't think I can do it. But hashtag we never give up, we may do it, depending on how good we're finding parts, how good and quick we're putting stuff together. Oh, but when I see this right there, I can see a major slowdown coming up. No, there will be some ugly parts. Yeah, Danielle, we will actually have a full build-up of, I think, 11-12 hours in the end. Something like this. Joey, thank you so much for donating in euro. Are you doing the Le Mans 24 this weekend, is the question. I am not sure yet, because the team I was running in with is one of those that skipped of the list of participants. So of course I'm in talks with someone else right now which may be unsurprising, but since we haven't decided on either way, I cannot actually give you a yes or a no, and I need to ask you to bear with me and bear with the time and see what happens. As unsatisfying as this may be, obviously, for you guys, but I am very sorry. I cannot give you a clear yes, neither can I give you a clear no. And then, of course, remember, we need to be able and need to do the qualifying. That is being done somehow by Studio 397. I have no idea, to be honest, how they are going to do it. This is looking good. No, that is the wrong one. It says number 3 in here. In which plastic bag I need to look now to find this? Here it is. The shadiest entry list in the world? Joao Martinho, what do you mean? The most weak grid you've seen, or? I'm not sure of the word shady. I am missing something else here as far as I'm concerned. Because obviously, since Joey has done a donation, I want to give him the reward as having him displayed as being one of the latest donors. So yeah, for GDR, for the 24 hours of Le Mans, currently I'm still free, obviously, as we were talking about it. So we are looking for the number 9. Oh yeah, it's been not very clear. Yeah, neither. This is the exact thing that keeps us maybe off from participating. We have no idea exactly of what's going on. As weird as it sounds, but yeah, basically that is just the case. I also have no idea about how many people have declined. So, yep. Oh. So then I was looking for longer tubes, or what? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that is the. Well, I guess so be it then. I don't find any longer of those tubes, and I can't really find any. There are some short ones, and then there are 2 long ones, and nothing in between size-wise. Never mind then. Alright, coming up to 360. Obviously now we're building the other way around, so we're grabbing the same parts again. Danielle, do you know how many people are allowed to qualify in addition? Any idea? Since you say you know about for 2 weeks, I do know about that the event takes place for quite some time as well. But just as you have no further information about anything else. Number 5 sticker. Oh, I don't believe I will make it to the finish, even if I wish to. So I'm afraid we're gonna have part 6 of build up. So this is the front bumper then, the leading edge on it. And that will be quite loose and have some flex, which will be interesting to see in the end. So you can see some flexes going on. Yes, Danielle, from that point of view I do understand your thinking, you're saying. But then of course, you know, you want to be prepared. And yes, we do not need to leave. But some information is always good, isn't it? So 3 connecting stig, as much as 2 blue ones, black, 1, 2. But let's see, to be honest, I'm more wanting to see their service not to fail. As much as I wish for them, you know, in order to finally be able to put out an event that works. So I wish very much for them in this regard. Headlights, there we go. Would love to put some real lights behind them. Why are you actually asking, Joey? Just out of interest, or are you looking for a driver still? There's a LED pack for the Porsche I can buy. Do I need to unassemble everything I did then in order to put that pack in? I hope not. That might be something to go for Christmas then, this LED pack. Surely would look good on the streams whenever I use it. You know, turn the car on, have it shining. Would actually also look good in the ambient of the room. So we're starting to speed up actually. At least that's what I feel. And I hope I haven't jinxed it now. Love the music right now. Do you have any idea on the pricing there, Sven? Of the LED pack? Something around 15. Oh, I should check the internet on it and maybe get it. Although of course I know exactly if family is asking, do you want something for Christmas? I got something actually to tell them. Come on, get in there. Oh dear, R-Factor 2 has released a new build. Version 11116. I'm not sure if they really... I hope there is a patch that actually fixes things for the upcoming 24-hour. But I would have not released it 3-4 days before the event, you know. But okay, I'm not Studio 397 neither, I'm taking their decisions. Step 368. Sometimes I really do have to look twice on how things are meant to be. But finally this car gets some stabilism or stabilize forces. Wait, did they BOP? Did they BOP? Add a track COTS allowed. You can now configure the number of COTS of track cuts before a penalty is given out in single player and multiplayer. This entry can be found in the player JSON. Fixed number of track cuts resetting after a driver swap. Fixed an issue where some marshals would not wave flags. This was an issue particular to the Nordschleife and exceptionally large numbers of marshals. Added additional logging to help debug driver swap issues. That is the change log on it, the main change log. What concerns me a little bit is added some logging for debugging driver swap issues. To me that indicates they haven't entirely fixed it. Or is they are ready to be prepared to have instant information on it if it ever occurs again. I hope it is the later one. I really do hope that. €37 at Amazon. I saw that link, Sven. Thank you. I will have a look later on. So surely it's gonna be a Christmas present then. If someone is fancy enough gifting it to me, obviously. Alright, where to put that now? On top of... this, it seems. Oh, that looks good. It's starting to get somewhere. As you may be able to see the chassis now. Gonna put that back away and put that back towards the front. As we keep now working on the car a lot further. Some gimmick. Alright. Obviously you build the same on the other side. You mean the LED kit looks nice, or the Porsche itself? I agree with the Porsche. I've not had a look yet at the LED kit. May do later today or on a different day. So we got hour and 15 until I need to leave. Step 374. I think it may be utterly close, but we could be able to do it. If we don't throw bits and parts away so we don't find them. I got to fat thing, for God's sake. I got two fat fingers. There we go. Right, 377 is done. 378. I think we're now building some kind of rooftops. $48. Yeah, okay, Sven, both's looking good. I wouldn't be surprised. I would be surprised if not. Fuck. I must have done that. Oh no, I did it actually right. Yes, rear end blankets. Now we're building the middle consoles, however that is called in English. Dashboard actually. Alright, that leaves us with a good hour for 100 steps of building. Good luck, Michi. Oh no.
But I can feel you slip further from me. Oh, it makes it hard to be when you are all that I want, but don't have. And I'll run into the sea, follow this heart that escapes me. It escapes me.
We're getting there, boys. Slowly but surely. Ken VA, hey there. No, it's still not finished. We are 9 hours into the build now. 1,580 parts to be put together. So yeah, this can take quite some while though. Is it alright though if I say I try finishing it quick now?
Although it feels like heaven, I can't wait forever. Old habits are hard to break. I'm losing faith. Maybe we're better off this way. But
Yeah.
I'm still
How long did it take for you to build it entirely? Just out of curiosity. I know I'm maybe a bit slow. I lost most of the time during the beginning trying to find parts. 389. Oh dear. Now it starts becoming weird. Is there another of those tubes? Yes. Right, next up. I'm gonna put them all on the desk, and here's my promise: we're gonna finish that build up today. Not in that stream most likely, but today. That is for sure. Well, in 2 days, okay. I still guess though that you used quite some time though on it. And I'm not saying, you know, I'm quick or neither that you are slow or whatever, but just from my personal experience I got with Lego and Lego Technic and stuff, I know it can take some while. Alright, so now we're coming to the point of putting the rear mirrors, the virtual rear mirror together. And putting up the button box. But for button box I need having a plate. Where are you? Come. There you are. 33 button box. I'm gonna show you the full dash as soon as it is assembled as a full part. Which is the case, hashtag soon. There you are. This is the full dashboard as indicated. Oh, Ken VA. Yeah. I absolutely understand what you're about. I actually didn't want to leave it unfinished there and do need so long time to get it actually finished, but you know, real life and stuff. I had a GDR 24 in between. I had other races going on. Then obviously I do not only stream build up here, and also spend some fairly important time with a girlfriend. Because you know, I'm extremely happy with her, and I'm sharing way more time with her than I'll ever thought we'll be sharing with a girl, just because sim racing obviously is my most favorite hobby and stuff. But at the end of the day, at some point, there's gonna come one girl into your life that entirely flips it around, and that is basically what I felt with her entering my life. So, you know, I didn't even think about what I'm gonna do today, what I'm gonna do tomorrow. No, I simply, as soon as she said I got some time here, I dropped whatever I was doing. And I know this feels or sounds extremely weird, but that was exactly it. Okay, so how... Wait, where to put this now? Okay, if you open the door, I think it is easier to get this in. Come on, get in there. Thank you so much. Yep, I agree, Ken. This is also one of the most, this is a good hint I'm trying to give for everyone. And with that being said, I'm obviously myself a little bit hooked up around the PCs. I know that exactly. But don't be hooked up the PC, be hooked up real life, because that is what matters in the end. Alright, that was it, the moral anthem of the day. Of course, there's nothing wrong with enjoying life as a gamer, but at the end of the day, think twice of how you really want to spend your time. Which is also one of the reasons why I have been off the air lately, because I thought twice, you know, and got into a different kind of thinking process. Not saying I'm gonna stop streaming, and I'm back right now, as you can see, and I will be back for quite some time, of course, but there may also be possibilities things change, and they do change fairly quick. It is a privilege to be healthy, yeah, you know, to have good healthcare condition, and things can change so quickly. So yeah, you think twice about everything from time to time. Sorry. You know, I once heard some true words, semi-true words from a person, but still they got me into a little bit of a thinking process. You know, there is only two things in life that is important. The things you have done and wish you didn't do them. And then there's the things you have not done, but it's too late to do them right then, when you realize. So, in that regard, keep reflecting, you guys. Keep doing what you're liking most, but don't lose focus of what is the most important, which is the real life in the end, in front of the pixels. Hey there, Thiago, what do you mean with what happened? You mean what happened in my life that made me get the thinking process around? Oh, come on, I'm looking for a little part. Where are you? Again. There it is. Well, my grandfather died suffering from cancer, and it's not like it happened from one to the other day, but his condition became from okay to bad to worse to die within 6 weeks. And for me it was the first time I had to deal with death in family, and it was a very hard lection. Because, you know, grandfathers and family, also my dad is living quite 200 kilometers from here, so 2-hour drive. And of course, you not always went to visit your grandfathers when you had, I don't know, a sim racing race going on perhaps. It's not like it was right or it was wrong, but as I just said a few minutes ago, what's important in this life, there is only two things. The things you haven't done, or the things you have done and regret you did them, and the things you haven't done but now it's too late to do them, which is, for instance, you know, giving visit to your grandfathers, grandmothers, and so on. And at the end of the day, of course, it is part of life, but oh, Thiago, actually that is 5 years ago. But for me it was reason enough to start, you know, there is this this famous song of Phil Collins, Paradise, and there are the famous quotes from it, think twice. And that's what I keep doing from time to time. I know that my girlfriend just keep doing it from time to time, and I kind of lost track of it for the last 2 or 3 years to a certain extent. It's not like I entirely forgot about it, but I wasn't using my time most efficiently, and now she got me back into the thinking process. Which is good, which is great. You know, people in life come and go. Some have a major impact, some don't. Wait, I'm doing something wrong now. So yeah, I won't make it to the 500 step within that stream. I may be able to do it tonight. and finish it off. I disagree, Sven. You don't make that decision wrong always. But you may have found yourself deciding elsewise at some point, maybe. Where shall I put that one now? Ah, there. Yep, that's good. The trick is you have to make decisions with the information you have at the time, and the only question afterwards is whether the info I had was it. Yes, Ken is absolutely right about that. Maybe I was too not uneducated, but also not too careless. That is the wrong word, but I may have not noticed the severity of the situation because I didn't know any better. And then obviously my mom tried to also, I'm not sure whether she tried hiding information, I don't think she did, but of course they tried to somewhat hide the severity to a certain extent. So you found out a lot of things about this entire tragedy, or about this disease in the end. And you know, I couldn't really be pissed about my mom, because she just tried to secure us from unhappiness, and she wanted, as much as we share the time with them, to not think about what is about to happen. So obviously I don't blame her. But of course that is the excessive type of situation Ken VA is talking about, that would have got you in a different state of mind. But you know, this is all coulda, woulda, shoulda, whatever. Things are done. Everyone is having their trouble in life at some point, and obviously I don't mean trouble, but the situation is gonna come for everyone at some point. I mean, yes, it may have been the right decision. You know, I remember it was the first year I was an FSR in Venus Project Racing back in 2014, and ironically, I signed the ACR contract on the day of death of my grandfather, and I was pulled into ACR due to a good race result 2 weeks prior, where my mum was coming up to the city of where my grandfather was living. So, and now you can put one and one together, and of course in that moment I was happy I took the race, because you know it got me to the team I was most successful in my sim racing career in the past couple of years. That race happened 2 weeks prior to his death, and I signed the contract to join that team on his day of death. But that is how life ticks sometimes, you know. So was that decision wrong, to race instead of visiting my granddaddy? Probably not, because it opened a door I'm very sure of that my grandfather would have loved to see me in, because he was generally interested about of what I'm doing to a certain extent. Of course, you know, older people not always understand what this young generation is doing with smartphones and all that kind of stuff, but you know, I know he would have been very proud, so I think I did the right decision. Yep, Sven, this is exactly what I try to think about on it. Alright, step 404. Let's get in there slowly. F. Too long. What the heck? I got some Windows notification sounds, but no notification. That bonnet looks entirely out of place. 40 minutes to go. 2 longer ones, I guess, then. I wonder whether this is still allowed to be moved or allowed moving, but I guess it is alright, I don't know. Right, next up. I think we'll start building the rear wing now. So 2 connecting sticks, 4 inches. Where are you guys? Come on. Yeah, Altamon, I hear you. Yeah. I did see my grandfather back then the last time, still at home. But he was just sleeping, and I had 1 minute where no one was in the room, and I was like, farewell. And it was the right thing to do, because 2 days later he got to a special hospital and then died 1 day afterwards, so 3 days later. The feelings you get when then being theirs. I remember I got there by train and my father was picking me up, and I was seeing my father's car in the parking lot 60 meters from the distance. He was waiting on me, and you know, I came closer, 50 meters, 40 meters, 30, 25, 20, everything being alright still. 10, 5, even 2 meters away from him still, everything was just still alright, you know? Everything was just still good. Until like the very last meter before I reached him, and then tears broke loose. It is somehow interesting how you can keep controlled and then lose it from one to the other moment. What the fuck am I building here, by the way? Am I doing this right? Luckily I do. Huh, it's not the front, it's not the rear wing, it's the front bumper, or a front leading edge. So we're coming towards the end of the build-up process fairly soon, and I wish to have it finished today, so from tomorrow onwards, you know, I got this desk free again and focus on racing again. Oh my goodness me. You're welcome, Sven. I know it is always difficult to share, to have something private and personal being said out here, but at the end of the day we're all human beings. Every one of us got some private shit going on, or some private stuff, and at the end of the day, you know, it can make people understand why we do some things some or the other way around. Not that this story would be really necessary for you guys to know. As for Michi Hoyer being a streamer, but you know, during a standard stream you're not talking about those personal things, so there we go. Yeah, it can be tough. It can be tough indeed. And yes, there was that moment where I had a little to control myself and feelings. But this is standard, you know. Yep, Max, I'm still on it, and I still will be on it after handball. I think that is safe to say. Despite obviously trying to finish ASAP, but it's not like you put that thing together under time pressure even quicker. Ow. So we're definitely having the rear lights system here. Thank you so much, Max. I appreciate that. Yeah, they're not the most popular streams, but of course, you know, it is a different type of approach. I do understand that. As we're now, I mean, it still has something to do with sim racing. I still want to mention that, of course, as we're building our prize from a sim racing competition here. So that is obviously still something very special then. Number 19. I think I must have had a bad printing thing, because look at here, number 18. Can you see in the E in the Porsche thing some signs not being put on perfectly? Yep, Julius, car's getting ready. We're getting here somewhat. Yeah, I really have received the bad printing here, but never mind. You could always argue that someone crashed into that car, you know. And took a little bit of paint away. And of course, when you sell it, you can say the car has scratches and the car has signs of usage. Alright, this black one with the number 12 Porsche 911 RSR Batchet. As a driver I'm quicker. Yeah, maybe. Perhaps, I don't know. I do not know what is being meant to be quick in building Lego, so hard to say, right? Step 428. I'm afraid I need to do a stream for half an hour or something. Because we're quite speeding up the process here. But obviously, I mean, we're not starting to rush. Huh? Wait, what? Oh dear. Okay, yep, that's done. Of course, do the same from the other side. Yeah, I need to mention it was used somewhere in some racing. So much agree. Okay, so that needs to be put on. This then, oh wow, that looks great. That is the rear end with the exhaust and the bonnet, not the bonnet, exhaust pipes and braking lights. It looks gorgeous, I have to say, and we put it right over there because there are some other parts to still be built. And we're starting off really to kick into the final stages of the build-up, but yeah, I need to leave in 20 minutes, so I do not think, with 70 steps to go, I do not think I'm gonna be ready in time for that. Coffee is empty. I'm not bearing to get another one now. Hey there, Grant Mailer, how you doing? Yeah. Penske threw some serious money out there though. Okay, that is correct though, I believe. Now, some more pipes and tubes and whatnot. The big ones. No, we're not talking about the BMW M8 GDE. Just talking about some big tubes here. So we're putting the rear bumper to the car just above the diffuser, and then I think it becomes very evident how the rear end of this Porsche may look. Bear with me, boys. To have this done pokayoke, there's only this spot where fits on it. Yeah, look at that, boys. Massive diffuser with the rear end of the Porsche. How about that? Awesome. So awesome. You should go to the Indy 500 someday. It's a blast. Yeah, I see there is quite some entertainment going on about it. You plan to go to France for the 100th 24 hours of Le Mans. Which one is the 100th 24 hours of Le Mans? What was this year's? Was it 99th? I mean, yes, of course, the 100th will be quite some episode, will it? $438. Hey, where does that go in now? Appears to be here. As well, now it starts in the rear wing. Grant, what's your age, by the way? As you're speaking about saving up money for the trip. Oh, I will love putting the rear wing together. And I'm trying finishing off the rear wing at least. 15 minutes to go for that. That should be doable. If you have all the relevant parts. It is not that much parts anymore regardless. Two small connecting tubes. Yep, flow 2030. We gotta be ready for you guys on the 7th of December. Actually, we are playing against the team of Florian Roof there. Well, Grant, let me check my ID. Seriously? Oh yeah, the big ones, some rear wing plates. Oh, that's gonna be lovely. Can't wait to put that together. Awesome, that is the rear wing plate. I'm putting those tubes in though. Interesting.
Let's be friends. You only need what's best for you, not them.
So they've really put those parts in all kind of different plastic bags you could imagine. Okay, 15, 16, 17.
everything we come to see. Go outside, it feels so good. We're loving and hating and making scenes. Now we just see everything we believe. We just see everything. Just see everything we believe. Just see everything we believe. Just see everything. Just see everything we believe. Just see.
Live stream of the match. Well, we would need some help for that. And I don't know if streaming a Bezirksklasse Spiel, Bezirksklasse match would be people would laugh, but it would be fun. Alright, as you can read, Porsche.
Silver screens, believing everything we come to see. Go outside, it feels so good.
Rear wing attached. Alright, I think that is a good point to stop, because right now we're starting to build the roof. Step 453. We got the rear wing on. We are now starting to build that roof. And I think we're gonna leave that to the end. Not too many more spots. Will be quite interesting. Will be lovely to build that though. Looking forward to build that. Hey there, Nick, how you doing? I should stream my handball matches. Well, to be honest, if I start doing that, it would be an interesting thing, but I would need to have someone at the cameras at all time, and then everyone would be like, what the fuck are you actually doing here, Mitchie? Well, Sven, you want to come down and do the camera job every 2 weeks? I'd appreciate that. And then also you need to be aware that we need the mobile connectivity. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for the minute. That's gonna do it for the moment. We may be back with more build-up later tonight. You know, the final hour of build-up before we actually make it finish, before we make it work. Guys, I'd like to thank you so much for being here. Once again, a big thank you to Joy Frolic, donating €1, asking whether I'm going to take part in 24 hours of Le Mans next upcoming weekend. We will see. There is no clear yes, no clear no. We will see to that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, I'd appreciate if you hit up the like button, share and subscribe to the channel. It's not too bad. We do not have too much on my face right there. What is more important is that we are building that Porsche, and I'll have to say it looks quite finished chassis wise. So we're missing tires. Bodywork is pretty much in shape apart from the roof. Did I manage to put something wrong? No, it's just got... Bear with me. Ah, there we go. So the front end looks finished. The rear end looks pretty finished as well. Look at the rear end. Look at the massive diffuser. So awesome. Look at the exhaust pipes. So we're now building the roof. Some other minor miscellaneous stuff, and then we put the tires on tonight and have a full Porsche 911 RSR. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Hope you enjoyed it. See you there next time. Goodbye.